Hello everyone. Welcome again to this live session. Please let me know if you can hear me. It would be very much appreciated. Hope everyone is doing well. Hello everyone. Welcome again. So yeah, just let me know if you can hear me, please, and then we'll get started as always. How's everyone doing? Here we go with the chart of Bitcoin. Nice, as always. How you guys doing? I know the market are closed, but I would say there's some interesting things to look at. Plus, I honestly like to analyze the market when they're closed, so that there's no like you're not in a rush of things. Like you see your setup and say, oh, I want to get in, but then perhaps it doesn't meet all of your criteria or something like that. So I actually don't mind that. But yeah, here we have the Nasdaq. This weekly chart as always. It has been interesting for quite some time. We may have got to the point where, I honestly, in this kind of environment with the interest rate rising, obviously inflation, it's very high, and with this monetary environment, I don't think a large bull market is advantaged. I could be wrong, obviously, but I do have reasons to believe, and I've said this many times, we could be setting ourselves up for this wave 4, which, to be honest, could be a very interesting buying opportunity. And I guess time will tell. This could take a few years, up to from a couple of years up to 4 or 5, which is a good time to, I would say, accumulate longs. But yeah, overall, it looks just very interesting. If we think about more upside, like on supercycle degree, we're not even at equality. So it could happen that we do get that way 4, up in 5, equality of 1 and 3, and then just obviously just keep on moving higher, which eventually at some point it should happen and will happen in the future. It looks crazy to look at something like this, even if we don't use log scale, we use exponential, which, yes, you could argue on exponential scale, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Still, you get further upside. But even if we go back on log scale, you could say yeah, this is crazy extended. But then you go back here, you zoom in, look at a time span of 3-4 years, you wouldn't expect it like this crazy moves to the upside. So we know the fractal nature of the market. We're aware of that, and yeah, we just don't have to be it doesn't mean we have to be too optimistic about the market. It's not true that it's always going to go up, but in the long term, we know that eventually it has been moving higher so far. So yeah, I think this is quite interesting chart, especially if you're relatively young. So if you're in your 30, 40, even in your 40s, it would be good. This could be a good, interesting opportunity, good investing opportunity to take longs and ride another wave to the upside. But of course, we'll see what happens. As always, we don't know yet, but it should be interesting. By the way, for you guys can always ask me questions, or if you want to analyze any instrument, just feel free to ask. That's what we're here for. To ask for any. So yeah, just you want to take a look at Bitcoin, say so. It's fine. I'm here for you guys. Just let me know what you want to take a look at. Otherwise, I can keep on going forever about anything really. And let's pin this. All right. Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, on the other note, the S&P obviously it's a bit trickier, I would say, because you have much more data. Like to get it on the screen, you should just go on the monthly chart. So yes, you have much more data. You could argue that you have a wave 1 and 2 with the 29 crash. And then, I mean, you could also say, well, that's interesting. I mean, I was going to say you can have 1, 2. This is a little bit messed up. My apologies. Let's do this instead. So let's forget about that. And let's do this. Let's use super cycle. Blue will do. It looks more like this, to be honest. Which, now that I take a look at it, doesn't look that optimistic, does it? Maybe a 1, 2, which could be investigated. Furthermore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get rid of this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe primary. So I would say, let's assume this count is correct. Hi Eric, how you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, feel free to ask for anything really. Yes. So nice, we've reached 2.618 of, yes, it's a bit shy still, pretty close. So I would say this is quite interesting, to be honest. You could argue this is primary, even though we know that wave 5 and 1 of any kind of degree will tend towards equality, and the equality of 5 with 1 would be here, 7,400. Interesting. But yes, I was going to say you could argue this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be wave 1 of cycle degree 2, 3, 4, and 5 of cycle, which still, I mean, it would make sense because these are the COVID lows. Even if we get a wave 2, historically, I mean, look at this wave 2 of cycle degree. We know that correction of the same degree will tend towards equality, and here equality is near the cover lows. So actually it could make sense. It could fit 1 and 2 back here, which makes sense, as I was saying in the beginning of this live session, for the potential recession we're gonna be facing in the following years. And obviously this is, you could argue, it's quite bearish, because this could be a 50% drop from the top. Yes, 40-50%. But then obviously we would resume higher eventually. I think this is something to consider. Be happy to know, even if you watch this afterward, not live, happy to know what you guys think. Yes. It would be even better if we were to find support on this trend channel or on the 200 EMA. That would be also very nice. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, obviously, as always. We can take a look at Bitcoin now. I would say we went through Nasdaq, went through the S&P, and we can take a look at Bitcoin, and then I could say maybe gold, some commodities. We'll see what you guys think. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, I would say you have many, you could argue many different wave counts. So let's get rid of this. So you could argue you have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then a large pullback and upside. Yes, why not? RRs, yes, you can obviously you can utilize Elliott Wave as an hedge to trade options. Yes, indeed, it's very suitable for option trading. So the answer is yes, you can. So this could be wave 1 and 2, 3, 4, but that would mean, let's see, it looks like wave 3 is very close to equality. Wave 3 is shorter than 1, so 5 has to be shorter than 3. So yeah, that'll be south of 400,000. So possible, obviously, possible. The question is so, as you know, been freaking down this wave 4, we could be still in the making, so up for another move higher. There is a possibility where this wave 4 goes here, 5, some kind of top, larger pullback. Possible. I would say that if you were to correlate Bitcoin to the stock market, then you would argue this is a more probable scenario. If you were to correlate Bitcoin to a commodity, so if you were to what's the right word? If you were to assume, but still that could not be the right word. My apologies. But basically what I'm saying is, if you treat Bitcoin as a commodity, then I would say, for the same reason of why the stock market could go lower, so the monetary and economic environment, then I could see further upside. Hope it makes sense. If not, feel free to ask questions. I know that the way I said it must be very confusing. I'll be confused too. But yeah, just let me know. So let's see some chat. Eric, BLX. Let's see. So yeah, that's obviously would it be USD or USDT? So yeah, that's the thing with any kind of instrument, especially with cryptos. It's always hard to find good data. So you can try to estimate for things, but it's always, obviously, the more you have, the better. Let's look for BLX. Yeah, I don't think it's oh. Nope. This one, you mean? So that's 2010 July. Yeah, it's more data. You're right. Brave new coin, liquid index for Bitcoin. But I don't know if so. Liquid index. Not sure if that is actual Bitcoin, but still, yes, understand. Interesting. Obviously, this way you could argue this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you could say, let's see. Oh, sorry, Gabriel. Which books have helped you? So I read. So obviously, I mean, Irony's masterwork. I'll type it in the chat. I mean, I think it's Ralph Aaron Elliott Masterworks. I think that's it has a yellow cover. Sorry, Masterworks. I misspelled that. That's, but still, I mean, that is just more complete. But any book on the wave principle, written by Fracture, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say it here, but don't think anyone is gonna like get mad at me. I'm not that big of an influencer, am I? Still, I appreciate you guys coming. Also, I was thinking, as we are close to 2,000 subs, to have a special giveaway for I don't know, one half hour call, obviously completely free of charge with me, where you can ask me anything, or we can do anything you want. So I was thinking about that to celebrate the 2,000 subscribers. I think that would be cool. Let me know what you guys think. But anyways, 1, 2. I mean, you could argue we're still in wave 3, to be honest. And this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4 here. That's also arguable. 5. Let me see. I mean, with the thing with Bitcoin, there's many multiple counts. It is also true that I mean, yeah, I could see further upside. Very interesting is that it's still a new. I mean, this has been like, it's a bit more than a year. 10 years. So it's actually relatively young. So there's plenty of room to growth. Yes, that's all I'll say. But yeah, I mean, if we want to focus on the I'm just gonna get back here, but because I want to focus on the a bit short term. As I said, we're waiting for this wave 4, which can be a triangle, as I've said many times. It's not showing on the weekly, so this could be wave A, B, C, D, E, then further upside, or we could see a bit lower prices, perhaps hit the 200 EMA, and therefore also this trend channel, which should and could act as support, and then move higher from there. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that. MTL USD metal calculated by trading view. Did I analyze this before? Yeah, this looks to be having, don't remember this, but yes, you get one more, because this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, which wave 4 would be a bit larger than expected, given the fact that wave 2 of the same degree would be much smaller, yet possible, but a bit ugly. Or this could be wave A, this could be wave B, C, and then further downside. That's also possible. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. A bit tired. Just came back from a run. But yeah, overall, this, as long as the wave C low holds, this could be a triangle, which could be traded for upside. Like a very small trade, very small risk, it wouldn't hurt. Ideally, I would wait for further downside, and then perhaps a trade. Usually, the way I trade this, you can be conservative. Oh wow, that's a long stop loss. What the? That's weird. So you can be very conservative, I was saying. And usually, if you want to be conservative, you can place the stop loss below the low wave A. If you're feeling lucky, below the low wave C. The thing is, you don't know if it's a triangle in the first place, and you don't know if it's a wave C completed. It could still be wave C in the making. So what could happen is that, wave C is not completed, moves lower. So it does this without breaking the low wave A, higher, lower, and then it breaks eventually higher. That's why I usually place it below the low wave A. To give you a real life example, one on the triangle I last traded, and I'm still in the trade, is one on CVX. That's a trade I'm in. Don't mind the take profit, because take profit is indicative. I just close it when I see it's time to close. So far, so good. Obviously, this would be the triangle. To be honest, it's a bit choppy. So this could be some kind of wave A, but stop loss is a break even. So that's good. No risk. Sorry, I talked too much. Any question, guys? Anything you want to take a look at? Let me know if anything you want to... X Infinity. That's interesting. Yeah, let me know if there's anything you want to take a look at. Happy to do so. FTT. Interesting. How's Cardano doing? Okay. Medic. Interesting as well. Chili's. Yeah, lots of... Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, was it you, Gabriel? Was it with you? We talked about that DAO trade setup. I think was you, but I don't remember. Because I don't know if you are in the Bear Wave channel on Discord, the free one. Here it is. Which you can, if you're not, there's a link in the description, I think, of this video. But I did send out the golden box. I took myself this trade, and then eventually I got stopped out at a break even. After it bounced, moved my stop to break even, and then fall back. But I mean, could this be it? Yes. Thing is, it technically did not touch validation level. It never did. So technically still potential. The thing is that Monday not. Oh, that's good to hear, Gabriel. Nice, well done. Yeah, golden box is a golden box. Plus, there was several confluence like this trend channel, which comes from 1, 2, potential 3, wave 4, and then it was bouncing around, and then the 200 EMA on the daily also was another support. So yeah, there was. Let's take a look closer. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, maybe this could be wave 1 and 2. Obviously, let's see. Golden box as well would be, I think, a bit lower. Yes, this could be the golden box. Yes. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, yes, I do not know. It's possible. I mean, the thing is, this high did not break this one, which is, I don't know, not ideal. But yeah, we could see further upside. Well, let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, we're gonna take a look at this. Not the 1 minute. Wow. Well. I mean, I would say you could argue this is 3, but this is also 3, so I could see further downside. I could count this as wave A, triangle in B, down for C. So I would expect further downside. Yep. Golden box would be down here. Long way down. Let me know what you think, Eric. In the meantime, I'm gonna jump back to. I will just do it from here. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Dow. So, gonna go do the hourly. So 33. Yes, I mean, if we are. So here's the thing. Obviously, if we break the red line invalidation level, then this kind is invalidated, and we can see we can see further downside. This could be 3. This is 3, and now we're due further downside, which is possible. As I said, I do. The thing is, the Dow, I don't know if you guys noticed, but as it should, with this time, industrial is stronger than tech, obviously, and of consumer discretionary. So both stronger than the Nasdaq. Sorry, the Dow is stronger than the Nasdaq and the S&P, and as well as small cap, so the Russell. So I do expect a stronger Dow than the others, which doesn't mean necessarily we are due further upside. So yes, we could go lower, but if we go to 33, then we will most likely at some point break this low, this pivot at 32.3. So yeah, it's possible. To be honest, what I learned from experience, many times when a wave 4 goes that close to wave 1 without invalidating the count, I learned that many times when that happens, yes, it reacts, but it's just a trap. It's just a trap to catch some orders and then reverse and crash and move lower in this example. So that's what I learned from experience, to be honest. Yeah. Let me know if you have any questions about that. But that's all I can say. Any other question, guys? Let's see. We take a look at this, which I expect for their downside. What can we take a look at? Gold has been interesting. We did. I mean, I did say a long time ago, made a video on it, the possibility of this ABC, and we are getting further upside, but this can still be corrective, as I don't particularly like the way it came back up from these lows. It looks a little more like a 3-wave move than a 5-wave move, to be honest. And yeah, we'll see. Obviously, it's all a puzzle, as I always say. Gold higher, then most likely equity lower. So we'll see. That's a lot of R's. 4 R's. Pirate chain. Oh, makes sense. All the R's. Well, not much data to work with. Hope you agree, Eric. We reached equality and we got announcements from it. I don't know really. To be honest, I wouldn't touch these cryptos, as I don't have data to work with. So it would just, personally, trading wise, it would just unnecessary. Oh, Coinex. My apologies. Oh. Well, yes, I mean, same thing. So far, it's a 3-wave move. So it doesn't mean the trend has resumed. Now, if it turns into a 5-wave move, and then you get a 3-wave pullback, then it becomes interesting. But as of right now, it is a 3-wave move. That it's clear. It's also, I mean, the thing is, you could also argue this is a 5-wave move. You could argue this is some kind of leading diagonal, couldn't you? Pretty sure you could. Look at this. Also a nice one. So this could mean that we could break this low as well. So yeah, dangers. That's all I'll say. Let me know if you have questions, obviously. All right, just taking a breath. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Anything you want to take a look at? What could I show you? Let me see. Oh, Caterpillar had a nice move to the upside, which is interesting. Reacted from the 200 EMA as always. I must say I do like the 100 EMA quite a lot. And then I don't know. Oh, obviously we've seen large tech companies down. Oh, fuck. Well, I didn't, but I bought a lot of stuff, to be honest. Lots of singles and booster boxes. Yes, I didn't open any because obviously it's when you open it's just fun, but it's just you just lose money most of the time. But yeah, thanks for asking. Still, I very. Do I trade forex? Not really. I'm more into stock market, so indices, singular stocks. What else? Cryptos. Yes, and yeah. Like to be honest, last time I traded forex was not so long ago. It was this triangle here on Aussie dollar. I traded this move up. Most of the time when I see a triangle, I just can't help it and enter the market. Triangles are most of the time, as long as they prove to be triangles, most of the time they do. They're very profitable. They're a very good setup. They're my favorite. I was thinking about making some more educational videos, as the first one I published, Elliott Wave for Beginners, just hit 2,000 views, which is I'm very happy about. To be honest, guys, the channel hasn't been improving as much as I would have wanted to in the past month. I don't know why. It kind of stalled. Not sure what happened there, which obviously, a bit disappointing on my end. Not sure what went wrong, what I did wrong. But I've noticed that educational videos are usually, on average, appreciated. So I'll try to work something out. I was also thinking, you guys, let me know what you think about it, as well as give out a free, let's call it live session, a free call to any of you guys who wanted to, for the 2,000 sub special. I also was thinking about, God, I forgot. Oh God, I'm getting old. No, I honestly forgot. Let me look at Aussie. Oh, I've been there. Yes. You're short. I don't know. It could be a potential triangle, really. I don't know. I wouldn't be short. I wouldn't be long either, to be honest. But yeah, I wouldn't be short either. I'm sure you have your reasons, but for what I see, Pivot is interesting though. That's a good observation, actually. I never thought about that. But makes sense, maybe. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was thinking about making videos on my long-term investment portfolio. So not sure if that's something. Perhaps I'll just make one and see how it goes, and then if no one cares about it, I'll just won't make any other. But I mean, I think it's interesting because trading is very fun, but it's actually it's much more stressful than investing. Long. Okay, long. Yes, I could see why. To be honest, as I said, it could be a triangle. What I'm thinking though, is not a very nice looking triangle. So you can guess actually this. So if that happened, I would buy right, maybe here, I don't know, but lower. But yes. Yeah, I'll be more short. I mean, longer than short, yes. And then Euro, Swiss. Euro, Swiss. You're short Euro Swiss? I would be long. Perhaps another triangle, I don't know. I'll be not a great RR to be honest, but yeah, I mean, that's what I'd see. Could this be a triangle the other way around? Maybe. With Forex, you never know. Yes, for some time now. Nice. You mean you're for your yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I've seen that's a very long. I just placed it there, never took this trade, which would have been profitable for a while. But yeah, interesting in my opinion. Obviously, yen has been very weak. All right, guys. I think we're gonna call it. A week. I hope you guys have a very good Easter, and I guess I'll see you next week. It's gonna be fun. Lots of things, and yeah, as I said, I'll try to make as much good quality videos as I can. Educational one is coming for sure, and maybe one on my investment portfolio. So guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. As I said, I hope you guys have a great weekend.